to be here. Seriously, this is an absolute huge honour to be here because I have to tell you a secret. Out of all of the world, the whole world, the Norwegians are my biggest followers ever at the whole world. Be here, and it's a dream come true in many ways. I have a friend who is from Norway, and she was constantly telling me about what her beautiful home country was like, and I'm like, really? I've never been. And then I arrive, and Bergen, I mean, hello, what could have been beautiful? It's like stunning, stunning. So tomorrow we have plans to go up the mountain. So, and view everything, so don't we? We're going to get Steve up there with his camera. But thank you so much for coming in. Honestly, this is like an absolute pleasure. And, can you all understand me, first of all? Yes? That's all right then, okay. However, I think I might struggle with your names tonight. Just thought I'd let you know now. The Johns and the Sarahs of the world are going to go out the window. So we could be in for an interesting night. But thank you so much for welcoming me to Bergen, because it is an absolute pleasure. And my name is Lisa Williams, for those of you who have never seen me before and have probably been dragged along, kicking and screaming. It's like, you are coming with me, you are. And whether you believe or not, it doesn't matter, because tonight is actually about you. And I have to say, we do have a lot of fun. Well, I do anyway, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of fun. And I do connect with your spirits, so let's face it, that's the reason why you're here tonight, isn't it? Yes? Yeah. It's probably easy for me to ask, who doesn't want a reading tonight? Okay! Maybe one or two of you, but that's it. Because what you've done today is you've all walked along and said, Dad, I'm going to see Lisa Williams, please talk to her. Haven't you? Yes. Or you've put your mum's ring on. Oh, it's gone ever so dark. Ooh. Put your mum's ring on, you've been wandering around, come on Mum, come on, come on, come on, asking her to come through. How many of you have done that? Yes? See, I know it happens. And you've bought photographs. You've bought jewellery with you. You've bought, I don't know, clothes. You might have bought ashes. You've probably bought the dog collar if you want to speak to your little chihuahua or something. You know, you'd be surprised at what people bring along. And for me, that is brilliant, because what you've done is you have created energy. You've asked them to come forward, and you've asked them to come and talk to me. And that is all that matters for me, because it is about connecting. Now, if you do want to take a picture, this is the time to take a photograph. The reason is often when you take photos, you may see orbs, and these look like grey circular kind of blobs is what I call them. But the orbs are actually spiritual energy. And if you go home and if you put them into your computer and zoom in, you may see a face. Or you may see some energy in there, and that's when you've got it's like the paparazzi going. Now I know what Paris Hilton feels like. But that's when you actually see spirit. Now I just want to point this out to you. Actually, maybe this one, you can see this one better. You see this here? Can you pick that up? It's part of the design. So if you see that, there's one here as well, okay, it's part of the design, just to let you know. It's a very big stage. I feel like I should have singers and dancers coming out with me. So please, post them on Facebook, put them out, whatever you want to do, but do zoom in and take a look, because you might see, I've had people who say to me, I've seen a cat in there, they've seen a face in there, they've seen a little boy's face, so you never know what you might pick up. Now, tonight is about you, but before I go further, I just want to explain Tonight is today's kind of a really special day for us because, we've never come to Norway and we thought, let's just launch something. And what we've done is outside in the merchandise area, you'll see my friend Denny, and she's doing this merchandise, and we've just launched. Oh, I can see all your faces now. Aren't you all pretty? You are actually, I have to say, everybody I've met today has been fabulous, so thank you for being so nice. But we have just launched today, and this is the first time I'm mentioning it anywhere, and then tonight I will go and put it on my website and blog about it. But we've just launched a ring, a Lisa Williams I Believe ring, which you'll see outside. And it's very powerful, and I don't know if any of you know about me, but I'm also a crystal healer, and I work with crystals, and by putting a crystal close to your body, you can actually heal from grief, open your own intuition, you can heal from so many different ailments. And I joined in partnership with a friend of mine called Holly Riddle, and we created the I Believe ring. And my affirmation is always, I believe in myself. And for years and years and years, I thought I was cuckoo doing this. I thought everyone spoke to dead people. How wrong was I? And then my mum and dad started to think, oh, you have an overactive imagination. You're strange. You're weird. And so it was only me believing in myself that made me realise, actually, no, I can do this. And as a result of me believing in myself is the reason why all of you are sitting here believing not only in me, but in yourself and the afterlife. And so with that, we actually came up with the concept of the I Believe ring. And we are launching it tonight. You're the first people to see it. We have to mail it to you because they're all custom made. But they're actually out there, so I just wanted to let you know. And also, if you wanted to pre-order my book, which is coming out on the 1st of March, then there's also an order form as well. And I know my book got translated into Norwegian last time, so I was very excited about that. And actually, I have a copy of that Norwegian book sitting on my bookshelf at home, but I can't understand a word of it. Except for Charlie and Lisa. Those are the words I can understand. So I just wanted to let you know that obviously it's quite special. But tonight the spirits have been and spoken to me, which I am very pleased to announce, because I have some messages here already, because I channel them in my dressing room. And these will also be on my website, which you can pick up at lisawilliams.com, so that's nice and easy. But I'll read them out tonight anyway. So let me explain what is going to happen this evening. I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know who I'm going to speak to. I don't know what's going to happen. Because what tends to happen is a spirit will come forward. They will give me information that will relate to you or them. And this is where I need you to be completely open and honest and not be shy. Because what happens is as soon as I start giving information across, you suddenly get these heart palpitations, you start to sweat, you think, oh my God, she's talking to me, and you take a great interest in your feet. You do. Let's do it again. I should put little red shoes on, shouldn't I, Steve? You take a great interest in your feet, and suddenly, that moment you've been wanting to talk to your dad comes along, and you get all embarrassed. And this is a time where I need you to put your hand up and say, yes, I can relate to it. Now, there's probably like 3 or 4 or 5 different people who can also relate to the same thing. So I will have to go through and see where my energy is pulling me. Please wait. And see, sorry, I've got devils starting to come through. You've obviously been talking to them a lot today. They're like, wait. So please put your hand up, and I might come to you, or I may go, yes, it's you. Because sometimes there's a light that goes over the top of your head, and I'll just go with that. So I do have to work out where we're going to. And then we will get you a microphone. Now, the microphone doesn't bite. It makes you sound loud, okay? Just thought I'd let you know. And the wonderful Steve here, who has travelled all around the world with me, there he is, bless him, will put you on the screen here. Okay? Sorry. The reason why we do this is it creates the intimacy. How many of you have watched Lisa Williams' Life Among the Dead? Okay. Oh, there's a few of you. Okay. Okay. I wasn't expecting that many. And when you watch the TV show, you can see the person who you're working with, who I'm working with, and you can see their reactions. Now, often, that is when you get you look at them and go, oh my God, because you can see how it's really taken them or it's shocked them, the reading's really impacted them. And that's the reason why. So please just ignore the TV screen if I'm reading for you. Do not worry about the dinner that you've just dripped down your t-shirt. It's not going on YouTube, alright, so you're safe. It's literally being streamed live, so we're not recording this, I just wanted to let you know. But that's what happens, and sadly I can't get to everybody, but what you'll find is I'm reading for one person, and there may be several other people who can relate to the same reading. For instance, I remember reading for a gentleman, I think it was a lady actually, and I said, your father's name's John, and she said yes. And I said, somebody else's named John, and she said yes, my brother. And I said, he died of a blood problem. He had a leg amputated, he had shrapnel in his leg, all this information. And then I went off stage, and I went and spoke to my tour manager at the time, and he said, who was a skeptic? I just want to put it out there, was a skeptic. And he said, my father's name was John. He had shrapnel in his leg, he had his leg amputated, and he died of a blood disease. And everything else you told that lady was exactly for me as well. I'm like, oh, okay, so he got a reading as well. And so that's what happens. There's maybe 2, 3, 4 spirits who are trying to get the same message across to everybody. Because that's how they work. Now, please talk to me. I don't bite either. I'm ever so nice. Okay? It's nice if you talk to me. And when I come to you, if you can relate to information, please say yes, or please say no. The no word doesn't offend me, by the way, okay? It just means I have to go, what are you talking about? And talk to them and find more information. Excuse me, wait. Somebody's trying to get through. Apart from they're giving me a name, and now I'm doubting all my names tonight because I can't quite get the Scandinavian names, okay? So you'll have to forgive me. But what they'll do is they'll come through and give me information. Now you'll find that as soon as you get that microphone in your hand and you're on that big screen, you will forget your name. You'll forget everything. You'll forget your address, your name. Seriously. You think I'm joking. I had a lady who I said to her, I said, I'm being given the name Christopher, can you relate to Christopher? No. Okay, and her mother's talking away, and she said, no, talk to her about Christopher. I'm like, okay, Christopher, I don't know. She said, talk to her about her brother. I'm like, okay, what's your brother's name? She went, Chris. Okay, what did your mother call him? Christopher. Okay, so you see what I mean? You forget everything. And it's only because she didn't relate to it, or she never calls him Christopher, is why she didn't kind of get it. So that's what happens. So, with that going on, I now have to ask, do we have any children in the audience? Okay, there's 1, 2, good to know. The reason is sometimes the spirits are a little bit rude, or a bit naughty. And so I like to filter language, and I like to filter certain things that shouldn't be for children's ears, that's all. So it's not late night with Lisa Williams tonight, by the way. Okay. Now, can I ask you now to turn off your cameras, and also to turn off your mobile phones as well, please, because I am the only person getting messages tonight, by the way. I think I have for once. You can be my psychic sidekick. I like that. Right. Everybody calm down. Is the weather normally this nice?